EWA Cruiserweight Champion, Jimmy Stars, representing the varsity at a total combined weight of 350 pounds from Baltimore, Maryland.
This is EWA Unfinished Business. Here we are at the Tall Cedars Hall in Parkville, Maryland. It is November 9th, and I am the Master of Ceremonies, Eric Daniels.
This is Kyle Walker.
And today we're joined at the commentary booth by a new member to the commentary team. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bobby Green.
And I'm telling y'all right now, you should feel privileged that I am even accepting this offer. To have to sit next to you plebeians for the remainder of this show is going to be something that I don't know if I can deal with. But I'll try my best.
Oh, whatever. We gave you a beer and you came over here.
Fair enough.
We didn't even have to ask.
Hey, that's how he suckered me in.
He does that.
You know what, Kyle? Drink your beer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the opening match here. We have Big Art, the Samoan Tsunami, the head of security, against both members of the varsity, Zach Matthews and Bruce Chan.
Remember at EWA Autumn Armageddon, it was Art versus Jimmy Stars. First time those two had met each other, and Zach Matthews just coming off a loss in the finals in the Maryland title tournament to Chase Rawlings on October 11th, which was the last pre-show we had.
How can this even be classified as a handicap match? After all, the big Samoan in there, he has arms like legs and legs like people.
Zach Matthews, take nothing away from him. He's a pretty large man himself. But you got to wonder how Bruce Chan's going to fare in there. Uh-oh.
Oh, a big headbutt. And as we all know, a Samoan headbutt is like getting hit by a concrete wall.
And there's another. But he sends him back into his own corner.
That didn't make a whole lot of sense. He needs to cut these two people off from each other and just focus on one individual.
And now Zach Matthews is trying to send him head first into the top turnbuckle. It's not working at all.
Obviously, he hasn't studied his Samoan history with wrestling here. After all, we all know that there is nothing in those craniums except for bricks.
There you see a drop kick, and Big Art is down.
I think that's the first time Big Art's been on his back the whole match.
I think you're right, Kyle.
Unlike Jimmy Stars, who's been on his back uselessly.
I'm sorry, what? What are you talking about, Kyle? You're a tricky one. Zach Matthews in control of the Samoan Tsunami.
Let's see how long he can keep control. He better make some quick tags here. And we need to keep Big Art off of his feet. I don't know why they bring him up.
We see Bruce Chan choking the Samoan Tsunami behind the referee, D. Edwards' back.
And you know, if the referee doesn't see it, it's not illegal.
Exactly. That's like if you hook up with a very ugly girl in another state, but you were too drunk to remember it. Because if you don't remember it, it didn't happen. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bruce Chan just snap-nared Big Art. I don't believe it. Oh, did you hear that?
Those bone-like kicks to the back.
Did you hear that, Kyle? Did you hear it?
Yes, I heard it perfectly.
Are you sure you heard it?
Positive.
Did you hear it, Bobby?
Yeah, you couldn't help but hear that. You'd hear that all the way in the next door building.
And I'm pretty sure Big Art felt it.
Wow, but he's making his way back to his feet. He needs to be shaking off the damage. I think they need to do something big, and they need to do it fast. They need to instill a lot of damage. There's a chop to the chest of Big Art.
Now these two boys should be taking advantage of that entire 5 count.
Now why try to body slam Big Art? Just because he got snap mayored just a few minutes ago, that's a lot more trying to pick him up from underneath than Bruce Chan just pointing over already beaten down.
Big Art just tried to pick up Zach Matthews. Apparently he's a little more weakened than we thought. He couldn't get up Matthews. Matthews going for a whip, but Big Art holds onto the rope. Matthews going for it again. Why not go for the third? Oh, breaks the eyes.
Thumb to the eye.
That's a good idea right there.
It's a great maneuver because no matter how big you are, if you take out the eyes, they're useless.
And plus, old theory, if you can't win, cheat.
Wrestling hold number 37, break the eye. Number 38, armbar.
Oh, here we go for the pin. 1, 2.
Way too nonchalant. You're going to have to hook a leg, hit him with a brick, and maybe pay off the referee for a fast count. Then you may get a 2 count.
Bruce Chan now tagged back in. You can see the significant differences. Look how little Bruce Chan is compared to Big Art the Samoan Tsunami. His arm's probably about the size of Bruce Chan.
I think Art's had dinners that were bigger than Chan.
Art's kick to the stomach of Bruce Chan. Bruce Chan moves. Ooh, double knee to the chest to Big Art. Kick upside the face.
Now they keep going back to the head. I thought we had already surmised that going after this man's head wasn't going to do any good.
Well, perhaps you should go out there and tell them that. If you'd really like to leave the comfort of our nice, comfy stage back here behind the curtains, feel free. Me, I'm going to sit here with my beer.
Yeah, I don't feel like being an appetizer for a large Samoan.
Alrighty then.
And Zach, once again, going for a body slam as if he didn't learn the first time to not try to slam the big Samoan Tsunami. It's like trying to pick up a mid-sized Buick.
Oh, that's not that hard. Come on, Kyle. You never picked up a Buick?
No, I can't say that I've had.
Ooh, big standing kick to the chest of Big Art that takes him off his feet. Where's the follow-up? Oh, that's not going to be enough.
2.
I didn't think so. That's nowhere near enough.
Now these boys need to learn how to hook a leg if they really ever want to think about it.
I couldn't agree more, Bobby.
One thing that I have noticed, Zach Matthews and Bruce Chan are normally technical. They do all kinds of high-flying moves, Zach with all kinds of different throws and submissions. Those are things that you cannot do to Big Art.
He just throws him like a sack of potatoes.
Big Art catches him and just throws him back off.
Zach goes for a boot. Art moves out of the way.
Sends him into the corner. A big back splash.
He's just been turned into pancake. Chan with the save. Making up for his tag partner.
Can we get some room service over here? That'd be great. Maybe some strawberry pancakes. We see Bruce Chan up on the top rope.
Bruce Chan. He went for
Frankenstein or something.
He went for that standing double knees. Right?
Big Art takes him
Crushes all of them into the corner.
Throws him right into the turnbuckle. Oh man!
A top buckle bomb. Sends Zach Matthews into Bruce Chan.
Wait. Oh dear God.
He's got both men.
Wait, Chan's holding on. He's trying to stop. Samoan drop as Chan just goes flying out the ring.
2, 3.
And that's all she wrote. Your winner, the Samoan Tsunami, Big Art.
I believe that. Next time. I believe that. Jimmy, kick him in the face. Kick him in the face. That Matthews. Had a person. Get out of here. Hey. Yo, stop. I'm talking to that. I'm talking to you. Okay. Adam Carell. Who? Adam. Who are you? What's up, Parkville? First, before I direct my attention to you, Big R, thank you. Thank you so much for choosing me to face you tonight, Jimmy Stars, for that EWA Cruiserweight Championship. I'm excited. I hope you people are excited. I'm Jimmy Stars. I'm excited too. I waited my whole life to be me. This is amazing. Okay. Anyway, I have no idea who you are. I haven't seen one match of yours. I don't even know if you're really a wrestler. Can you prove it? Can you prove it? Me on the other hand, here's a little pop quiz. How many wrestlers in Maryland in the EWA have been two-time EWA Cruiserweight Champion? Number 1, Derek Frazier. Right. Pretty good guy. Number 2, Ruckus. Yeah. Guess who the third one is? You. Jimmy Stars. Okay? When you're up there with names like I am, you're on top of the world. And you don't face little jabronis like you. Because you're just a pump. That's all you are. You're just a little pump who can't do nothing.
Believe it either, this is the first time I've